hope these flowers are the last thing you look upon before your soul departs to the great serpent. I remember that flower. I watched it grow. You cut it for her. Let us hope the little bird sees it, if her soul is to be freed this morning.
You don't seem to have much faith in the last rites of Christianity, Rexel.
Good morning, monsieur. Doctor, since the little mistress believed in the new religion, let their language be used.
New religion?
The worship of the serpent goes back to before the recorded history of the Bible. To Rexel and Quito, ours is the new religion.
Ours? And you deny God?
I am not denying Erica a Christian service, which you wanted.
I would prefer a complete service and burial. I'm sure Erica will be more at peace beneath the ground.
She will be beneath the ground. This crypt is. But as long as I draw breath, she will never be put in the ground. She will be brought back to life. To me. Rexel, Quito, the service will begin. Allison, may I have a few moments alone with Erica?
Of course.
We will be at your service if we are needed.
Reverend Dawson, I think everything is in order.
We can begin whenever Mr. Desmond likes.
Mr. Desmond would like a few moments alone. I've never seen him so close to breaking.
Oh, he'll pick himself up. In all the time I worked for him, I never saw a problem that was too tough for him.
The loss of a loved one is harder to bear than the loss of a corporation, Dan.
I didn't mean it the way it sounded, Allison. You know that.
Of course. It's going to be a very difficult day for all of us.
Especially you.
Reverend Dawson, answer me a question, will you?
If I can.
It's about the religion practiced by Quito and Rexel.
Well, it's not quite in my book, so to speak.
Well, perhaps I can shed some light on that. I've been told by Vanji that the worshippers of the great serpent regard Christians as heretics.
A harsh word, but perhaps they consider our beliefs an infringement on theirs. Quito and Rexel loved Erica, I know that. But if we are heretics, they can't and won't participate in the service for her.
Well, they'll be there, though.
As a respect, I guess.
In silence, of course. Quito. But Rexel, too. She'll be there with her jaws clamped all through the service.
It will be a very short service, Dr. Carr.
Well, the length isn't important, Reverend. It's the fact that matters. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Oh, please, Doctor.
Well, please let me say this. There are not many men of your church who would do what you're doing this morning.
I'm simply following the dictates of my conscience. Although I do admit, I did consider exactly what I should do.
If I'd followed the dictates of my conscience, I might have prevented this madness of Jean-Paul's in the first place.
Morning, dear. Sleep well?
No, Mother, please try to be yourself today of all days. How are you feeling this morning, Michelangelo?
Like an uninvited guest.
At least you knew Mrs. Desmond.
Just long enough to do one sketch. She was a beautiful woman.
Probably still is. How comforting it must be to know that your body will never change, even after death.
Now, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Good for your complexion. Got a minute, Matt?
If it's Matt again, certainly. What is it?
Look, just because I need some advice doesn't mean I believe what you said about following me down here.
All right. What can I do for you?
What do you think Mr. Desmond would do if I didn't go to the service?
I think he'd be hurt.
Well, I didn't even know his wife.
Come on, Holly. What's the real reason?
After the horror of my father's funeral, I told myself the next one I went to would be my own.
You're not to be frightened of the Lord's will, Holly.
Look, Reverend, you're going to think this is way off. But, well, last night I had a very strange nightmare.
What about?
About me. Like some kind of a warning.
It appears as if she was one of us, Keto. Poor child. Tell the master that all is ready for the ceremony.
Suddenly there was this woman, like a priestess. It seemed to be in a temple. She was standing over me, wearing a strange kind of headdress, and she looked like my mother.
Your dream's beginning to sound like a B movie. Go on.
Well, then she said, "Those who are part of this evil must pay the price." What do you think that means?
I interpret the Bible, not dreams, Holly. I don't know. But you're a little over-emotional. We're all under a great strain. Dreams can have many meanings. What may seem valuable to a psychiatrist may seem useless to us, and vice versa.
What you're saying is that I should go, isn't it?
Out of respect to Mrs. Desmond, yes. And out of regard for yourself. You cannot continue running from things, Holly.
Why is it every time I talk to you, I end up doing something I don't want to do?
If you're ready, Reverend.
strange procession. Strange proceedings.
Yes, the reformer and the reformed. The temptress and the tempter. The mysterious and the mute. The artist and death. And you and I. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be for my sister's service.
The resurrection and the life, saith the Lord. He that believeth in me, although he be dead, shall live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall not die forever.